Okay, I've picked up loops on the first row after the cable crossing. So now you're just going to close the edge first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we've reached the point of the first 4 stitches of the cable. So what you're going to need to do is put a chain 1 in between, just like you did for the other rows. All remaining rows up until the very top of the afghan will have that chain 1. You have to have it, otherwise the stitches will just sit flat, very flat, and you won't be able to see them. So I'm going to close 2 stitches, 1, 2, and then chain 1, 1, 2. So that's the first crossing here. Now I'm going to do that for the remaining. So you go 1 and 2 and chain, and then 1 and 2 and 1, 2, chain, 1, 2. And this is the last 4 stitch group here. 1, 2, chain, 1 and 2, and now you just close the edging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so now we're going to have one more row of just the knit stitch, but always remember to put in that chain 1. So let's just go ahead and get started here. I am going to front post and back, front and back, now I just want you to do knit stitch all the way up to the edge and then close, remembering to put your chain 1s in between. Always put your chain 1s in between. So just do another row just of knit stitch. So you have cable, then knit stitch, and then another row of knit stitch, and then we're going to do the next cable. Okay, just recapping here. I've done foundation row, 3 rows of front back post, 2 rows of front back post only on the edges with knit stitch in between, and then I did a cable crossing row. First right, which was back, you put the stitch holder in the back, and left, you put the stitch holder in the front, and then back, and then front. And then 2 rows of the knit stitch only in the middle, but remember to put the chain 1 in there. It's really easy to just get a groove on and move all the way across, but you've got to remember to put those chain 1 stitches on there. So now we're going to do another cable crossing row, and to pick up loops you're just going to pick them up just like you just did. Just do your edging, knit stitch all the way across, ignoring your chain 1s as usual, and then the edging on the other side, and then we'll close for the crossing. Now I have the loops on my hook and I'm going to start another crossing. So close the ones on the edge, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remove the loop from your hook. Now here on this cable crossing we did back, we held the stitch holder back. On this one we held it front, so back, front, back, front. For this row we're going to hold it front, back, front, back. And the entire afghan is completed that way. You first do back, front, and then you do front, back, and you do that all the way through. Now remove the 4 loops, holding this to the front, and last 2 stitches. Now place these on the hook, put the loop back on, pull through 2, 1, 2 times, now chain 1, and 2 times more. So we held it to the front, now we're going to hold it to the back. Insert a stitch holder and push it to the back. Remove your 4 loops, place 2 on your hook, reach back there and put the other 2 on, put the loop back on, and pull through 2, and again. Now chain 1 and pull through 2. And then you'll do that all the way for the entire afghan. See this one, back, front, then front, back, then 2 knit rows, and then again back, front, until you get to the very top. And at the very top, according to the pattern you'll be able to find at my website, CrochetKim.com, on the final 2 knit rows, you don't need to put the chain anymore. And when you get ready to bind off, I've used the modified simple stitch bind off because it's my favorite bind off. So you can use that one, and I have a video specifically for that. Please check my videos for modified simple stitch, and also the video for binding off. That's a crucial video as well. So check those other videos if you don't know how to do those steps. And please subscribe to my channel if you like my videos, and I'd love to hear from you. I hope that you enjoy your honey sweet baby afghan.